guys. Earlier we tried to meet and complete Classroom Practice 25 together, but that did not go well and we could not get things to work in our Skype meeting. So I am posting this instructional video to walk you through how to complete Classroom Practice 25. So if you've already done this, then you can just go through and watch the video and check your work and make sure that you have done everything correctly, make any corrections, because that would help you, that'd go a long way in helping you know exactly how to do these sentences. So, exercise 1 says classify each sentence and underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice, which is something that we do anyway in our question and answer flow. So, the first sentence says, go and play with Marco and Sarah in their new clubhouse. And the first question is, will we recognize what our verbs are? Go and play are both our verbs. And this is the first time that we have had compound parts and conjunctions. And so this is a compound verb here. There are two of them joined by a conjunction and. So, who go and play with Marco and Sarah in their new clubhouse? And the answer to that is you. It is an understood you. This is one of those fun sentences. It starts with a verb, and usually when a sentence begins with a verb, it means that it's an imperative or a command. And so the subject is going to be that understood you. What is being said about you? You go and play. Compound verb, compound verb. You can go ahead and label your and conjunction. With, preposition. With whom? Marco and Sarah. Again, you have a compound, you have compound parts here, and these are compound objects of the preposition. So, with Marco, compound object of the preposition. With Sarah, compound object of the preposition. And conjunction. In, preposition. In what? Clubhouse. Object of the preposition. New answers the question, what kind of clubhouse? So it's an adjective. There answers the question, whose clubhouse? So that is a possessive pronoun adjective. It's describing clubhouse, but it is showing possession. And so it answers the question whose. Who does the clubhouse belong to? And so it's theirs. And so there is a there is a pronoun. It's a possessive pronoun, and it's also an adjective because it is describing the noun clubhouse. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. Skill check. With Marco and Sarah, prepositional phrase. In their new clubhouse, prepositional phrase. Period. Command. Imperative sentence. Go back to the verb. Divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. And there's that. Okay, let's move on to sentence 2. Ready, set, read. We ran quickly from that scary old house. Look for our verb. What's happening in the sentence? The verb is ran, so we ask the question, who ran quickly from that scary old house? The answer is we, so that's a subject pronoun. What is being said about we? We ran, verb. Quickly answers the question, ran how? And adverbs answer how, when, or where. So we say, ran how quickly, adverb. From is a preposition. From what? From house. Object of the preposition. Old answers the question, what kind of house? So that's an adjective. Scary answers the question, what kind of house? So that's an adjective. And which, that answers the question, which house? So that's also an adjective. subject, noun, verb, pattern 1. Skill check. From that scary old house. Prepositional phrase. Now, we're so used to saying period, statement, declarative sentence, but this one does not have a period. It's an exclamation point. So it's exclamation point, strong feeling, exclamatory sentence, and it's labeled with an E. Go back to the verb, divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. Good job. If you need to pause the video at any time just to check to see if there's something that that you missed and you need to take a minute to correct that, just go ahead and hit pause on the video. That is the great thing about having it on video. You can pause it at any time and come back to it. All right, exercise 2. Here we write the labels, and this part is important. Write the labels for the 7 parts of speech you've studied so far. I have talked with you a lot about following directions. Make sure you follow directions because this is not asking you to write out the name of the 7 parts of speech. It is asking you to write the labels, okay? And the first one can be kind of tricky because we know that one of the very first labels we learned was subject noun. And we want to write subject noun there, but a noun is simply a capital N, okay? In what we're doing as we classify sentences within using the Shirley English method, we always use like subject noun or object of the preposition, or later on you'll use direct object and indirect object, but the label for the part of speech is N. Subject noun tells us what its job is in the sentence. It is a noun and it's a subject noun. Okay, so the second one is a verb, and we label that with a V. The third one we learned about was adverbs. Adverbs answer how, when, and where, and we label that ADV. The fourth one we learned about was adjective, and an adjective answers the question answers the question what kind, which one, or how many. And so adjective is ADJ. The fifth one we learned about was a preposition, and we only have to write a capital P for that. Capital P stands for preposition. Number 6 is pronoun, and we do label, the proper label for pronoun is PRO. We can't use P because it's already a preposition, but we rarely use this label right here, even though it is the label for the particular part of speech as pronoun. You will see it in other places like this subject pronoun or you, which should be labeled subject pronoun that I left off earlier. And then you also see it in the first sentence in the word there. It's a possessive pronoun adjective. So even though we don't use this as a label in a sentence, this is the appropriate label for that part of speech, a pronoun. And pronouns take the place of nouns. All right, and the last one that we're learning this week is a conjunction, and that's labeled with a capital C.